Let's create this interactive and dynamic table with the help of PowerPivot, PivotTable, Power Query and lots of other things. So stick with me till the end. Let's get started.
This video is sponsored by Zoberu, the professional CV makers. So if you are looking for ATS friendly CV or cover letter, you can contact them at 7479494649.
Please note that this video series will be of two parts.
Our objective here is to create a dashboard which is completely interactive, and as and when we add more and more data, it will get automatically updated.
So let's get the introduction about the table first. We have 2 years sales data here which shows order ID and all these details about the order, along with employees table which shows which all are the employee and what are the regions they are responsible for. We have also listed down all the order which got returned, and we can relate these two tables with this one and create the dashboard.
Now the first step that we are going to follow is convert all the table into Excel table. Now Excel table makes your normal table a dynamic table. Okay, so whenever you update or delete or add a new data in your current table, it will get reflected in your final report. If you want to know more about Excel tables, you can find the link in the description. So let's go ahead and convert this into Excel table. So I'll select any cell in the table, press Ctrl T, and okay, you can change the view and whatever you want. And one more thing which is very important, always name your table. This is very important because we are going to use the names every time. So let's name this one order 2014. Similarly, we have changed these tables into Excel tables and changed the name to order 2015's order returns employee region. Second thing is we are going to use Power Query. This is the first step towards data modeling. I'll go to data tab, I'll go to get data from other source, blank query, and we are going to run a simple Excel DAX formula. So before going ahead, this is Power Query editor. This is the name of the query that you are running. The master sheet that we are going to create will be having the same name that you assigned here. So let's call it master data or master sheet or whatever you want. And this is the field, just like Excel, you can start your formula from here. So I'll start by typing Excel.CurrentWorkbook, tab, bracket, close, open and close. Now what it will do is it will run along the current workbook. So this is the current workbook with all these 4 different sheets. It will run in the current workbook, look for all the tables that is being created, only Excel tables mind you, and bring them on here. So as soon as it actually listed down all the table which were present in our workbook. Now as I mentioned earlier, our master data that I have created will include all the sales information. So all the sales record of 2014-15 will be added here, and we also have to make sure that any further update in the current sheet or any new sheet with the sales record should also get recorded in the master data. So it should be the master data of all the sales record. I hope this is clear now. Now pay attention here. As I said, the master data will only include sales records, not these two. Okay, so I'll have to do something to exclude this. And since this function will include and fetch all the tables, I'll have to refrain it from including any other table other than the sales record. Okay, so in other words, I want to make sure that these two get included, these two get excluded, and any further data with sales record in it, mind you, only sales record, get included in the master data. And one last thing, the master data sheet will also create one different sheet here. So I'll have to make sure that this also not get included in itself. Okay. Now for this we will use filter option. So just go to this drop down list and go to this text filter option, does not equal to, and I'll write down all the tables name which I don't want to include. So I'll go to advanced because we have multiple tables which we want to exclude. So first one is master data. So let's exclude master data first. Master data. And second one is does not equals to EMP regions. Add clause. Let's see add another one. So this time order returns. Okay, now it's done.
Now next step is we have to remove this column because we don't need this. We only need this column which contains all the table data, and we need to combine both of these. So for this I'll right click and remove. Again I'll click on this icon to combine both the tables and make sure that this is untick. Done. Data. Next step is just take care of all the number formats. For example, order date, this is date, this as well, and let's go to sales and convert this to currency because this is currency. This is whole number, discount is percentage, and profit is currency.
Now that we have taken care of the number formats, I'll go to close and load and click on this option, close and load to. I don't want to create a separate table. I only want to create a connection with the table. And also I want to add this to data model. Just check on this because we are going to create a model using PowerPivot. I'll click on OK. It will take some time to refresh and execute the command which will include these two sales record. Now let's test this by including 2016 data. So I'll copy this. Let's call it 2016. Paste it. We have to convert this into table, Excel table. So I'll press Ctrl T, enter. Let's call it order 2016, enter. Now let's check whether our master data get updated with 2016 data or not. So I'll go to data, click on this query and connection. It will show the master data. Till now there is only 4095 data, and if I right click and refresh this, it will take some time, and now it actually included all the data from 2016 as well. So till now we have successfully created a master data which include all the sales record of 2014-15 and which is completely dynamic. So as and when we add new data, let's say 2016, it also get reflected in the same sheet. You must have noticed that while creating the connection with master data sheet, we also added this to our data model. Now there is only two tables which are left, employees table, EMP region table and order return table, which we need to include in our data model as well. So for that, go to data tab, from table range. This will open up the Power Query again, check everything is correct or not, and again go to this close and load option, close and load to. Only create connection, add this to data model, done. Similarly, we will do the same procedure for employees. Now it's time to use PowerPivot. For that, just go to data tab and click on this manage data model. Just look for this icon. You may get this option in a different tab depending on the version of Office that you are using. So for me it is 2021 version of Office. In 2016 and earlier version of Office, you may need to install PowerPivot from external source of Microsoft. Let's go ahead with manage. You can click whatever tab you want. This will open up the PowerPivot window. So we have already worked on Power Query. This is PowerPivot. And whatever tables we have checked to add on our data model is being listed here. Now from here onwards we can create the relationship just by going to diagram view and dragging things here and there. We will learn all these things in the next video. Stick with me till the end. There will be a lot of things that we are going to learn and test, and we will see how this can help you not only in terms of designing but also in terms of learning about Excel tools. Stay tuned. Have a great day.